Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new Soulstone survivor video. Today we are playing on the Death Knight. It was requested from a lot of you. We're going to get to the Sentinel, but a lot more requested Death Knight, so here we are. I've got a very interesting build for you, something that a lot of people probably would never ever think about. We're actually going to be using skills from 3 of the other characters, so we do need to run skill masteries. We're going to run 2 skill masteries, one for arcane, one for fire, and you need to have your pyromancer first weapon unlocked so that you get Firewalk, and your Arcane Weaver, not Arcane Weaver, sorry, the Spellblade, you need to have at level 70 plus to get Arcane Rift, just to be safe. I think it's like, it's between 20 and 50, 20 or 70, we can actually double check. If we click on skills, active skills, you'll be able to see how to unlock Arcane Rift over here, and what the exact level is. So there it is. So we need level 20 Spellblade. So there you go, level 20 Spellblade, and you know, just unlock the Pyromancer's first weapon and you'll have the 2 skills that you need and you'll be in a good spot. From there we're also going to run Devastations. We got the Devastating Blow for the skills. We're then also going to be running Advanced Tactics from the Machinist. We're then going to be running Surefooted just so we take a little bit less damage, because the Death Knight does not have a dash. We can only run around. So, you know, we're going to be leaving a trail of damage behind us while we're running around. We're then also running Divine Legacy so we can get multicast damage and area of effect for the trail skills. So all of the skills that we will be using are going to be of hopefully lasting, area, and magical, and that will give us the Divine Legacy for upgrades for all 3 of them at the same time, so they should all get there. I've tried this out, it works really well. The only thing is getting all 3 of the skills can be quite hard, so we're gonna have to run with Obliterate in the beginning, try and get it as quickly as possible, get all 3 skills. We want to try and get the poison skill as quickly as possible so that we can go to our dear friend ARUANAK and get poisoned to Dazed. But for this one, like most of the others, we start off with Broken because we can get the Shattered on hit. And we literally just actually going to go Broken, ARUANAK for the entirety. We want the Poison to Dazed from ARUANAK, as well as the the Disarray to Disorientated. Although we're new artifact power for the Death Knight gives us Disoriented, we get a dragon, ladies and gentlemen. That is the most amazing thing ever. However, this build does not take much advantage of that because we don't really use the dragon as much as we can. So there are going to be low cooldown artifact power generation skills that we can look for in the future, but I really wanted to show you guys this unicorn vomit type-esque fairy skill lineup that we've got with the trail skills for you guys, so get ready for that. It's going to be quite a fun one. We get quite a few rerolls in the beginning, so we could just reroll and hope to get one of them at least. Please, game. No, nothing. Okay, that's really bad for us. So I guess we'll go Ray of Doom. We're going to grab the poison. We could have grabbed the slow there as well, but we don't need both. And we're just going to use any skills until we get them. This one's quite a good one because it is lasting and magical. So if we do get Divine Legacy upgrades, we can at least get them for that. So that's good. We just grab the armor, another reroll, and there was nothing. Again, lasting magical skills is all we need. And that way we can go and get the skills that we're looking for, or at least if we don't get the skills in the first 25 levels or whatever the case may be, we've still got the chance to get the magical add area of effect and multicast damage and all that stuff for the right skill typings. So that's the only reason we're doing this. We need to work on movement speed as well, because of course we can't dodge. And this should be the last one. This is like the slowest start to any of the skill character skills or the character builds that I've ever run. However, it does turn into be one of the most fun ones as soon as we get the skills. So, you know, the better luck you have, the better it's going to be for you as well. Let's grab Powerful Strikes. That's fine. But this is really going trash for us right now. I mean, it's not that it's going bad, it's just we're not getting the skills we wanted, so it's not doing what we wanted. Critical Strikes now apply Doom, that's fine. And we're going to go for Poison, majorly Poison. just because the one trail skill is a poison skill, so it just makes sense to lean into poison. I don't think no, we're not able to stand on it. Because those guys would have given us more damage. As you can see, we don't do a lot of damage at all. Okay, we'll get the poison on hit. That's going to increase damage done to everything around us, because now we got the poison. So as soon as we're able to defeat enemies near these guys, they're going to get poisoned. Area of effect is fine. Oh, still nothing. What we can do is actually grab the Shadow Grasps for now instead of Obliterate, because that's going to just increase our damage with the Doom stacks. Okay, finally we get Firewalk, so we can swap out Death Vortex, grab the Doom, grab the Area of Effect. So we've got one of the skills at least. We just need the other two now. They should be coming very soon. There's Multicast, that's good. So that's the point, we want to make sure that all of the upgrades that we get affect all of the trail skills. So as long as we keep similar tagging, so as long as it's like area or magical skills with our other skills, we should be fine. We don't have to worry about it too much. We'll obviously grab the other skills when we can. But for now you can see the large fire following us. It should apply quite a lot of negative effects like the poison and such. I mean, you can already see just how much doom and that's being applied to the bosses. We also had our artifact power pop off over there and the bosses are standing in it, so it does make a big difference to damage dealt to them. And there you go, quite easy. You can't see negative effects, but it will be quite easy. Once we get all three of them, it becomes a lot stronger. Also, the fact that we got this guy quite early is not actually fun. If I get them on, I don't want to kill that. So if you don't defeat the goblin, what actually happens is it lands up respawning another time. So we're not gonna defeat it. We're actually going to just wait. We also landed up getting Arcane Rift now, so that's fragility every 0.5 seconds. That's also going to be poison. We've got the poison and doom on them, so we're going to be applying. I mean, look at that already. Absolutely disgusting. And this is what I'm talking about. So now we just need the poison rift, and we'll be at the point where everything just melts. Okay, more poison, more poison. Doesn't really matter what we get. We just need to focus more on the multicast and area of effect of the skills and cast frequency and damage, which we'll get every 25 levels. Now I don't know if that dude ran away or not, but it's fine. Movement speed is necessary, and we can just preload the area with our unicorn vomit. It gets worse when you add the poison in, trust me. Alright, I mean 5 minutes for the first boss. It's not bad, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. We do have poison in our upgrades though because of our ascension, so we do get slow poison and doom without needing those skills, which means that we can go and do the boss fights, the spider already. And when I tried this build out, I actually landed up not getting the fire rift until the end of the second boss fight. So this might happen again where we don't get the poison one until the end of the second boss fight. But once we get more levels and things like that, it's going to be a lot easier to get things done. Also, now we've got Shattered. So, ooh, no reroll needed there either, which is fantastic. And we managed to not defeat the loot goblin either. So we lose out on levels, but we also made it so that we don't waste. I mean, even though we do want Broken the Player a second time, you can't get 2 of the same boss in a row without the loot goblin. So I definitely wanted 2 ARUANAKs, and if we did do the loot goblin, we wouldn't have been able to get the second ARUANAK if I went for Broken again. So this way at least I can go Broken ARUANAK, and then we fight the Void King and the Corrupted Void Hunter. So it just made sense doing it that way. Alright, not getting the skill. Like I said, this will probably happen. We're actually going to pick up the magnetic over here. We'll lock this. That was stupid. Don't do what I did. Multicast is going to be very good for them. And the magnetic obviously helps with getting those juicy levels. Alright, I do need to pay attention. So our number 1 over here will be a... what do we call them again? Sorry. It will be the Divine Legacy. So there you go. Area of effect on them is going to be very strong. We do have a multicast as well, but we're going to get the area of effect. That just makes it so we don't... I mean, obviously they're going to be affecting the areas far more. Multicast chance will be what we're looking for, so level 75 when we get the next Divine Legacy, we should have more rerolls, and then we'll use those rerolls to reroll for multicast and damage.
Fragment collected.
All right.
And the end near.
Just do things like this, grab movement speed, we can grab a little bit of burning, it won't hurt, keep our reroll. There we go, Path of Decay, thank you. So we finally got all of them. That's the dragon, by the way. And that's going to be applying Disorientated, excuse me, as well. And we finally got it. So welcome to the vomit build, where everything is so shiny and gross. But look at that damage. Oh, it's so good. There's just nothing better in this game than seeing bosses' life bars disappear from full HP to nothing in seconds. And it's even better when you can't move. I mean, when you can't dodge. It's just like, yep, you got absolutely destroyed and I don't even dodge. Alright, damage, some block. Pick up that again, and I mean, just look at that grossness. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we accidentally stepped on our ascension. I was going to disable the ascension, but the problem is that it gives you the slow, and we like slow, we like disarray, because it's going to give us the disarray 2 disoriented, which we want. Although we don't necessarily need it, it is very nice to have. Although we don't have any disarray stacks yet, so we don't need it right now, but we will need it on the 4th Titan kill or the next ARUANAK kill. We will need that juicy disarray so we can get even more disoriented. But yeah, just we run in a circle and you're gonna watch the boss's HP just disappear. That's lovely. Easy. Okay, poison to Dazed. We can grab more area of... there was the slow over there. We should have taken it. We've got 1 slow, but we need more. So again, we're going to Broken. What we're going to grab is the Gladiatorial Instinct. That's just going to give us more damage and cast frequency. What we could do is actually grab Shattered again. But, I mean, it's much of a muchness. I don't think you need that much Shattered in the build. We've got Fragility, we got Shattered. We just do so much damage, it doesn't really matter what else we grab. Exposed doesn't really work with this type of skill because none of them really do direct damage. They just apply negative effects. Some of them do direct damage, but it's just not worth it for like the one skill to do that little bit of damage. So we don't grab Exposed from Misahet. We could grab the Devastated from the Kobolds if you wanted to. That could help you with it, but that's also direct damage. So I'm just using the rune, so I have 3 slots. I'm not actually using it for the devastation part of it, because if you take a look over here, this does no direct damage, this does 180 damage, and this does no direct damage. So there really is no point in having the direct damage stuff. You know, the devastation, it's direct damage caused by the skills multiplied. We don't do direct damage. So the most important thing about this whole thing is the fact that we only got the 3 skills to be used. That's the whole reason to the devastating blow. Just in case you're wondering, we don't actually use the rune for the rune's purpose, besides for getting rid of 3 of our skill slots. I kind of took some damage over there. Alright, burn to slow, so that gives us another slow effect, so we should see slow to disarray now. Although we have had slow the whole time through our skill tree, but I think now we should be able to find it a little bit easier. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. Stuff is just absolutely melting right now. There is health over here, we'll just grab that quickly. And there's a 2 boss fight or whatever, a 2 fight, a 2 objective, sorry, fragment. Rotting, ooh, actually, I didn't even realize we had 2 rottings now. That's big.
Each shard brings me closer to you, Titan.
Also, it's going to be very difficult to see the flaw when we're fighting the Arcane Weaver. If we do lose our HP at any given time to a boss fight or to anything else, what we'll do is we will then start using or turning down the visual clarity. So we just are able to at least make sure that we don't die or whatever the case may be. Over here, this is the exact reason why we have Divine Legacy, so we can get all 3 of those. Grab that. Grab a lethality. We're only on 76%. I want to get to at least 100% for this particular build. We could go the burning on this, but alright, now I run away. I mean, they got to follow us anyway, so it really doesn't matter. We just need to survive. It's a little bit harder on... Oh my gosh, look at that Doom damage.
Titan blood claimed. The battle is closer than ever.
We haven't even been upgrading Doom. Increase your critical damage against nearby enemies. Nope, we're going to grab Gladiatorial Instinct. We do need a bit more movement speed now, but it's fine. And now we just got to hope for Disarray before we get to the end of the round. So before we fight the boss, we just got to hope that we can find Disarray on hit, or slow to Disarray and then some Disarray on hit. That's what we're hoping for.
Void essence contained. Almost there, Mordred.
By the way, I never even knew the horse had a name, but through the voice lines, we now know the horse's name is Mordred.
Each shard brings me closer.
After 700 hours of playing this game, I've never once known the horse's name was Mordred.
Fragment collected, and the end nears.
Okay, there's actually a triple fragment fight over here, so let's go and do that quickly. More multicast, more crit, poison to doom is fine, merciless is fine. Again, the slow is capped at 40%, by the way. So there isn't, because we're not doing a slow to damage build, we don't need to grab more slow. We're just waiting for the slow to disarray. Let's go to the 2s at the bottom over there. As you can see, we're not getting what we wanted in terms of passives. I mean, even if I reroll here, we're not finding any disarray. Ah, man. That's not fair. Alright, but Doom did a lot of damage, so we'll just scale that, I guess. Time to scale Doom.
The path is painted in blood and dust. Void essence
Look at that.
almost there, Mordred.
You don't even need to see the enemies, they just absolutely disappear. Just grab as much multicast as possible.
Shard brings me closer to you, Titan.
This is the last one. This one's a bit hectic because these guys leave poison on the floor, so we can obviously do damage to ourselves a lot easier. But there you go. Done and dusted. Let's go for more Doom. We're just going to click on the Doom one. Sorry, I am using my keyboard again. Poison and Doom. We could do poison though because we do have the rotting. I wonder if that's why we're applying so much damage with the poison. But unfortunately we did not grab the correct upgrade, so we're going to have to look at getting ourselves something different. We'll probably just grab the movement speed and critical strike chance or something. It doesn't really make any difference. We're going to go and fight the Void King and the Void Presence now. We didn't get what we wanted. I guess we could go for more Dazed stack, but no, we're going to grab the movement speed and the critical strike chance. So now we are over 100% crit, and we'll just make it to the boss. So if you were lucky enough to get the Disarray, you'll go Disarray to Disoriented. Because we weren't, we landed up going for the we landed up going for movement speed and some critical strike chance. It did push us over the top for crit, so that's good. And also the movement speed is very nice on a Death Knight. Through the portal we go. Alright, we'll keep level ups till the very end.
Beyond that rift, let's finish this.
Why did it spawn them in the corner? Like, how am I supposed to trap them if they spawn in a corner?
One fragment at a time. I'm getting closer, King.
Alright. I mean, as you can see, the damage is beautiful.
Void fragment secured. The seal won't hold longer. Void fragment drawn. The sanctum crumbles.
Ah, yes, we've got a nice big 4-1 over here. Let's go and do that. Oh, that is so satisfying. Like the wake that follows us. I didn't actually realize that. Okay, wait, when we go to a new area, I'll show you what I mean. That is so satisfying and is completely going to blow up your PC, but that's totally not my fault. Okay, just watch when we're running. Look how cool that is. Like, the way that it follows us and dissipates the skill. That's so cool. Okay. Getting area of effect was so awesome. Such a good choice. Because that little, like, puddle that appears.
One fragment at a time. I'm getting closer.
Oh, we actually get another 4-1. I will take it. That's a problem. Alright, there we go. Let's go to the Void Presence. I mean, the Void Hunter. The Corrupted Void Hunter, by the way. What's really cool is we've actually made up a lot of time. So, let's go grab those. I'm going to be... If the game gives me what I think it's going to do now. Okay, it doesn't look like it is, so we're safe. I was thinking, nope, the game's definitely going to go now and give us the one increase we didn't want. Okay, grab these, grab that. There's rune, that's beautiful. I'll take that and we'll grab all the Doom upgrades as well. Oh, we are so strong. We've got rune, we've got rotting. Oof. don't think this corrupted Void Hunter is going to have a very good time. By the way, if you want to fight a different corrupted Void Hunter, just do a lower difficulty. You won't necessarily fight the Void King right away, but at least you'll be fighting someone different to the Arcane Weaver, if you want to. Alright, I can't see anything, by the way. Don't know about you guys, but that's a lot of doom damage, though. Ah, that's disgusting. Alright, let's see. Increased damage, cast frequency, movement speed, and dash count. Obviously, the dash count doesn't work for us, but we are going to grab that for the increased damage, considering damage over there wasn't as good as it could be. By the way, if you guys don't like the voice lines on in the game, there is actually a setting. So you can go to your settings, you can go to audio, and you can turn the voiceovers off. I think for things like this part of the game or something like that, I don't think it removes it. Or if it does remove it, it's kind of like you're just sitting there waiting for an animation to occur without hearing the voices. So, but it has been mentioned previously in other videos that this will be, you will have the opportunity to turn this off or to skip the animations later on in the game. So the developers are just ironing out the big bugs and things like that affecting other people. And like I mentioned, if we do lose just one life, so we did, we're going to turn down the visual effects so I can now see the negative effects. Do it this way. This is just to protect us so that we don't take unnecessary damage. As nice as it is having, I mean, our frames are actually dropping because of this. No, don't stand in that. Okay, we lost another life. The problem we have here is we don't have enough block. And we don't have a dodge. Oh, get me. Okay, whew. Alright. Somehow we managed to survive the second phase. Not having a dodge is very scary. I need to just pay attention though to the... I need to just pay attention to the negative effects on the floor. Because I probably could have just stood over here when I saw it instead of running back this way. And we would have survived longer. I don't know if we're going to win this, but at least it's going to be funny, and the build itself was very good, and it was just me playing badly that made it so that we lost. I mean, I lost a life when we could have just turned down the visual clarity originally in the beginning. So if I just did that from the start, we would have been fine. Just dodge the skills, there's no reason. I don't know what hit us there. Alright. But you get the point of the build. It was very fun. Obviously just not strong enough to take down the Void King. But it's always fun to play something silly and enjoyable sometimes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.